more bills. I don't give a cut all this off. I go move in with my sister. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Every month. Mortgage. You want water? You want electricity? Man? And then you're sitting here, I'm trying to recycle, make the world a better place, so maybe some of these prices can go down. Nah, y'all stop the recycling. My sister house worth it. Her Wi-Fi, jumping. AC, bumping, just replaced. Bed, fresh. Linen, always clean. Her cooking, through the roof. Now your leftovers, they gonna eat them. You can't leave them in the fridge. My nieces, I gotta pay them some money. They know how to get money out of me. You know what I'm saying? I might end up paying more to them than I do in bills. I may need to pay bills in my own house. I love my nieces, but that little one I have to watch.
I'm done paying my credit card bills. I didn't pay them off. I'm done paying them. I don't want to pay them anymore, so. Feels pretty good. I could, pretty freeing. I'm getting a lot of phone calls from 800 numbers, but it's probably not that big of a deal. Dude, I didn't think I liked dark chocolate or almonds. But when you mix the two together, something crazy happens. Yeah, so. All right, guys. Peace out.
So about a year ago, I kind of had a nervous breakdown and stopped participating in capitalism. And what I mean by that is I stopped paying my bills and stopped giving a shit about my credit score that I had been working years and years and years to fix, because as I paid more and more, they were like, penalty. And so I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I just stopped. And now I'm getting all these things in the mail where they're like, you owe us money. And I'm like, prove it. And my credit score is somehow going up. It's like, we see all the hard work you've done at ignoring this. So we're going to give you points, because that's, I think, how it really works. So anyway, I guess the point is none of this is real. We're on a big floating rock in the middle of, the universe. And it's all made up and the points don't matter. You're doing great.
So I just found out that 30% of Americans are not paying their bills. Yeah, you heard that right. 30% of Americans are not paying their bills. Now, if we look at the entire U.S. population, we'll round it up to 350 million. Let's say 350 million. Now, anywhere between 50 and 100 million of those people are not paying bills. They're not old enough to have expenses or be responsible for those expenses. So let's just wipe out, let's say 50 million to make it easy. So 350 down to 300 million. That means if 30% of Americans are not paying their bills, that is a little under 100 million people have just said, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. Not paying my rent. Landlord, kick rocks. Fuck off. Car, nah, who cares? Let the dealer eat that one. Who gives a fuck? Nah, it's my car. You're going to have to take it out of my cold, dead hands is what they're saying. And look, first and foremost, I have to give them all the respect in the world, because if you're telling your creditor to fuck off, you're giving them the middle finger. Shit, you might be giving them 2 middle fingers and just saying, nah, not getting money this month. Nah, not getting money next month. Maybe 3 months. No, 3 months. That's a little bit too soon. Respect to you. Respect to you. That takes a set of cojones. Now, for some of these people, it might just be desperation. They don't have a choice. They don't have another option. This is option A, B, C, D, E combined. This is the only way out. So for them, not as much respect, at least in terms of the cojones part. I understand where you're coming from, though. And I hope that the financial struggles those people are going through get alleviated sooner than later, if at all. I hope they get alleviated because I hate seeing this. And really, all jokes aside, though, it is disheartening to see that many people just giving up on paying bills. Not because it's a moral thing, like, oh, you should pay your creditors off. No, it's not about that. It's just the fact that they're in a position where they literally can't make another choice, where the only choice is to say, no, you're not getting paid. My heart goes out to people because I see them every day. I drive them every day. I'm not in great areas when I drive around. I'm not going out to the wealthy areas to pick people up. Very rarely do I. I'm always in the poorer neighborhoods. I'm always at the lowest income bracket, the bottom of the bottom. So I see these people, I talk to these people. They're great human beings. They're wonderful human beings. They're some of the nicest, most caring, empathetic people I've ever met. And they can't pay their bills. And it's fucked. It's fucked. But really what it shows is that the evidence is becoming irrefutable. The only thing that is holding this house of cards together is the stock market price, the fact that unemployment isn't above 4.5% yet, and because the CPI inflation report isn't as high as it was. What is it at? Like 3.1, 3.2, something like that, even though we all know the CPI is a load of shit. Those three numbers are holding the economy together. Those three numbers are holding the whole system together. And I want to hear what you have to say below, because I always tell you, I'm not always right, but I'm always real. And I want to learn from you just as much as I hope you learn from me, or at least gain something from my perspective, even though some people think I'm fucking loony, which I might be. But in any case, let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you're experiencing on the ground, because I want to get in touch with the reality of the situation where you're at so that I can learn and have a better perspective on what's going on. Because in my mind, this number is just another nail in the coffin to what is an already dead economy.
Has any other millennial just decided that they're not paying off their debt? That there's just no point? They're not paying off the student loans. They're not addressing the medical bills. You're not addressing the credit card debt. You don't give a fuck about debt to income ratio. You're just deciding that you're not going to do. I don't want a $600 to $700, $800, $900 car note. I don't. I have a 2013 Kia. It's paid for. I don't want that car note. I have decided that I do not need to use my credit. If I can't buy it cash, I don't need to dip into this realm of basically saying you can't afford it, so use your credit until you're able to pay it off. I don't want to live an aesthetically pleasing lifestyle. If that's you, that's you. Hustle culture has taken up a majority of my life, and I don't want any part of it anymore. Chasing the next dollar, I do not want to do. Trying to pay off my debt, credit utilization tools, FICO score, I don't want any part. And I just decided that, like, even when my kids get old enough to move out, I'm like, I'm just going to fucking downsize. Bitch, I might live out of a fucking car. Like, I don't even care at this point. They have their whole lives ahead of them. Mine is behind me. Mine is pretty much behind me. And I'm just at the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to participate anymore. I don't want to participate in whatever this fucking is. I'm only going to put into the economy what I benefit out of it, which are necessities. And if it's not a necessity, I do not want any parts of it. I don't need it. And I'm damn sure not going to use credit to get it, because credit's just another way of saying you can't afford it. You're basically living out of your means right now. And that's why you're using your credit until you're able to pay it off. You're using your credit because you don't have the cash right now. And if you did have it, you wouldn't use credit. I don't want it. Fuck the debt. I'm over it.
16%. Personal bankruptcy is up 16%. Home foreclosures are skyrocketing. In March 2026, there was over 45,000 homes foreclosed, which was a 28% increase, higher than March 2025. Unemployment is skyrocketing. Gas is an average of $4.65 a gallon, which means it is higher in some places. That means that food is going to go up, and anything that's delivered on a truck to a store. So your household items, your diapers, your formula, your shoes, your clothes, Did you know the last time gas was this high was when Russia struck Ukraine and we had almost 9% inflation? It looks like we're heading for stagflation. Looks like we're in a K-shaped economy. The sad part is we're in week 9 of attacking Iran, which has cost us billions of dollars that we'll never get anything from. We call that a sunk cost as an accountant. And all that's going to do is accelerate the collapsing of the US economy. Don't be fooled by the stock market. The stock market is not the economy. Interest rates will not be lowered anytime soon. We'll be lucky if we don't have higher inflation. Over 2 million people have lost their jobs in the last 15 months. No jobs are being created. Essentially, we're in a hiring freeze. Companies are not hiring, they're laying off, and people are not moving jobs. We are in for an economic collapse we have not seen likely since at least the 1970s, but if at worst, a Great Depression. If you found this post disturbing but informative, please like, comment, follow, and share for more.
I'm starting to see this a lot now. People are not paying bills like they used to no more. But majority, they don't have it to pay. Things are just increasing drastically, and people don't know what to do. Their pay is just staying the same. Nothing is being valued like how it's supposed to. They're trying to find a solution. They don't want you to really know the solution. So people are confused. They have to finance groceries now. And it didn't used to be like this. Y'all remember when times was just so simple. You could just go into the grocery store, find out what you want, and get it for a good price. Things are overpriced now. And then the things that you purchase, they're not even full all the way to the top. So it's a shrinkflation going on. And a lot of people realize it. You're not getting the same for your money no more. No matter what you're doing. That's why majority of people stop paying their bills. They feel like, what's the purpose? And I know that's sad. You might just lose everything if you don't pay your bills. But it may take a while. And some people, they just think they'll get back to it when they get back to it. They feel like they got other things to do. And that's why a lot of people are going furious over money. They don't have a lot to even not be furious over spending money. It's like every dollar that they work for, it's just being stripped away. Because you work hard for your money. Just to see it go away. To groceries, bills, essential things that you can't escape. And look at gas prices. Gas prices is almost $5. Some areas it's higher than that. And it's always some excuse about when things are going to get better. We hear the same excuses every day. They don't even want to make us some different excuses. It's all about this unnecessary war that we need to escape. But they really don't want us to escape it. And that's the sad part. I just don't know. and your bills are higher than ever. They taking the prices up on everything. So that's why a lot of people are frustrated. I don't blame them. Would you want to pay bills in this economy? I know you have to. But if your bills are just rising and they don't have a valid reason, you will feel a certain way. A lot of us will feel a certain way. So at the end of the day, this is the reason why. They spending their money elsewhere. They feel like they'll get to those bills later. And let me know, are you feeling like this? Are you experiencing this? Are you starting to feel like your bills can wait? Everything is pointless. And that's what I really want to say about this. So let me know how y'all feel about this one. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.